見て見て。見えたよ。はい。Ooh, that tasted pretty good. Hi. I feel so awkward. It's been so long. It feels weird. Let me say hi to everybody. Hold on. Num 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 num. I'll start from I guess here. Okay. Hi Fig. Hi Repent. Hi Mr. J. Abaka. Hi Lady J. Hi Jimmy. Hi Zazie. Hi Atto. Hi Apex. Hi Ghost. Hello. Hi Mikey. Hi Brian. Hi. Hi Baka. Hello. Hi Adorable. Hi Dyke. Hello. Cracking open a cold one. It's non-alcoholic mojito. It tastes pretty good. Hi. Oh, wait, what? Number for 5 months? Oh, thank you! Huh? I'm gonna make me help you feeling better. Definitely haven't helped the past 2 weeks. Yeah, so much to talk about, guys. I don't know if I can fit it in 2 hours of a stream. I told myself I'd only do 2 hours today, so I don't stress myself out. I told myself that. I told myself I would be good today and I wouldn't yap like a sailor, you know? I told myself I wouldn't yap too hard, but you know me, I'm a yapper. And it's been so long since I've yapped. I miss yapping. It's very therapeutic. Much more therapeutic than I initially thought it was, but it's actually a very therapeutic thing. Lock in for the yap. Hi Xavier, hello. So it's orange? No, it's very lime flavored. Very limey. The Mino Mieko, hi Yazita, hi Map, hi. Oh, I have some updates. So I managed to like recover how my OBS setup was within the time I wasn't streaming. And so we have the little cheeps back, and I have some of the pictures back, and I added some stuff too with the new art that was commissioned. And I think most of the angles and stuff for all of the thingies on the screen should be the correct angle now. Yeah, I'll yap as long as I can hit. That's why I have the drink. That's why I have the mojito. Pro yapper. That's me! Oh my gosh, I feel so out of it though. Because there's so much in my head that I'd like to talk about, but I know I also have to be very careful about what I talk about. I mean, we can start from the last time I streamed, right? We can start from there and then I can update you about what's happened since. And, oh, also, I have snacks. Guess what that is? I don't think you could guess what this is. Unless you know me very well, then you could guess what this is. The problem is you have to know me very well. What is one of my favorite snacks? That sounds like it's chips, but it's not chips. It's been 100 years. It's been a long time. I'm so sorry. I like put out a few posts and stuff. I did a members post and I did like a normal post because I really felt bad about like not updating everyone about how life was. It just hit me really suddenly. It was very like, it felt like a lot of things in my life were just out of my control and I hated it. It is fish skin! Yeah, it's the... what's this? Garlic flavored one. Yeah, it's got garlic flavoring. Oh, thank you, Uptown. Thank you. I know, yapping is very important. It's very healthy, you know? I think that's a better way of putting it. It's a very healthy activity. And I feel like every time I've done a yapping stream, most of the people who come to my yappy streams are also very yappy too. You know, like they need the weekly yap sesh, and that like takes their social battery for the week, and they're like good, you know. Oh, Sassy, thank you for the 25 months. There's a lot of things that are getting taken by sickness. Yeah. It has been pretty painful lately, but I'm very I guess I'm mostly just glad that I am recovering slowly, but I am recovering. I've seen some of your stories that you've posted. It's nice. Now. Yeah. Is the anime out? Oh god, I have so much anime that I've watched this over the past couple of days. I can yap about it forever. Not so much stupid isekai, but if I had to really recommend one for this season, Secrets of the Silent Witch. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Please watch it. Also, I'm gonna crunch on this, so I'm sorry if you don't like the crunchy nomming sounds, but we all know in my streams, whenever we yap, there has to be crunchy snack sounds. So, yeah. It's and if you know, you know. Do any of you guys remember what day I stopped streaming all of a sudden? It was like almost 2 weeks ago, no? Right? Thanks, Tyler. Was it almost 2 weeks ago? I think it was. Oh, thank you, Mikey. 37 months and I still haven't gotten a proper badge for the 36. My bad. I'll work on something. I know you're doing but I will. Yeah, 37 months makes me feel old. 37 months feels like years in VTuber time, you know? Your birthday stream was the last stream? No, I don't think so, actually. It was the multilingual repo collab. That was the last one. And then after that, the following week, it was on a Saturday, right? So the following week, I was gonna make a whole schedule and stuff. No, it didn't end up happening. I am excited about it. Also, I'm sorry if I talk with my mouth full. Normally I don't, but it'd be like that sometimes. Aren't you? Time flies. Oh wait, thank you, Double. Thank you. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get your rainbow hammer. Just you wait. Damn. It really has been that long, huh? Hold on. Let me see. If I go... Yeah, it says streamed 13 days ago. So almost 2 weeks, but not quite. I didn't make it to a full 2 weeks. Hey! Can't get beat. No. Man, imagine taking like 13 days off of work out of nowhere. Didn't hand in a notice, no nothing. Oh my god, please go to sleep. Thank you, Blue Bottle. Thank you. I'd be so fucking fired, man. Please don't fire me, Tenchis. I swear I'll go back to angel and training classes. I swear. I won't ditch school anymore. Maybe this was part of the training and it failed. You know what? Angel and training school should have mandatory summer break. Minimum 2 weeks. I don't get paid. Wait, actually, I do get paid. Never mind. Damn it. You know what? Docked pay sounds just... Yeah, sounds fair. Membership fees were docked. Damn. Oh. Thank you, Alexis, for the gifted. Oh my goodness. Thank you. We all just did a membership. Wait, is it always on the 1st? I thought it was just like a monthly from whenever the date is that you did it. Is it not? Am I tripping? I didn't think it was all on the 1st, is it? You're worried about November? Why, Kiria? Why are you worried about November? It's from whenever you build? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so it's not always the 1st. I don't even remember. I don't think it's the 1st, though. I'm still a member on Cozy's channel, even though she hasn't streamed in forever. And, like, I think I'm 30-something months now. And it's never on the first that I get an email. So, yeah. You did still pay me, yes. You know what? PTO! PTO, man! PTO! I deserve some PTO! I think I'd like... Yeah. 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 I hear about the PTOs. I heard that with like real jobs with PTO, you have to earn it. Like you have to work a lot, and then like the hours build up and stuff. So, you know, I think I did pretty good. I don't think I've taken a proper break. Like hey guys, I'm going on a break for a few weeks, but I'll be back in I haven't done that. I don't think I've done that in a very long time. Oh yeah, this was medical leave. Hold on. These past 13 days was medical leave. So is that a different system? Yeah, medical leave. It was for health purposes. That should be a different system, right? Guys, I don't work a corporate job. I don't know, man. When I worked corporate, this is not how it was, so... Where's my doctor's note? Somewhere in my backpack when I went to see the doctor. Oh my god. Not with Canada, not with Service Canada. God, I hate going to Service Canada. Last time I went there, I had to go 3 times to get my passport renewed. I hated it. No. Never again. You know why? Oh god, I never told the story. So, or maybe if you were there at that time, you would know. So 2 years ago for Anime Expo in 2023, I had to get my passport renewed because Monty was like, hey, Kawa's funding your trip to Anime Expo if you decide to go. And so I was like, well, I can go. It's just, it's going to be really expensive because it's in 2 weeks and I don't have my passport renewed. And he's like, I'll pay for your passport renewal. Go do it. So I get the forms and stuff. I sign everything and I go to the passport place and they're like, no, you need a different form because of so-and-so reasons, which is too doxing to say. But anyway, so I was like, well, shit. So they give me these forms. I fill it all out. And then I had to go back the next day to hand it in and stuff because they wanted me to go to the back of the line. And by then it was like the end of the day. So, you know, I had to go there again. So I hand in the forms and they're like, all right, come back on this day to get your passport. 3 days before Anime Expo, I get my passport. So I had to go to Service Canada 3 fucking times for this one little book. I'm still cheesed about it. Clearly, I still have pent-up feelings about it. Yeah, it was a very tight window. Getting flight tickets, getting the passport, making sure I didn't have any prior obligations during those few days. Oh god, it was terrible. Yeah. I should probably tell you guys what I've been doing these past 13 days. Do Canadian passports last 10 years? If you pay for that, yes. There's one that lasts, I think, 2, 5, and 10 years? Yeah. Mine doesn't expire until 2033. Thank you. Hi, Sati. Hello. Oh, are they? That's crazy. What if you change your looks in 10 years? What if you get plastic surgery and then your face changes? Would you still want the 10 years? Like, imagine you're planning on getting some kind of cosmetic surgery within 5 years. Would you still get the 10? Does it cost the same amount? I know it's cheaper here. You can retake it, but you still have to get the whole book and shit. Oh, it's the default. Oh. That's a choice that you can make, yes. I remember when I was like 16, I was so insecure about my nose because I thought it looked so much like my dad and I hated it. So I actually contemplated getting plastic surgery on my nose when I was like much older and had the money for it. And then I decided, nah, I can just use makeup. You know, makeup is powerful enough these days. Oh, with hair stuff, apparently it doesn't really matter that much. It's mostly the facial features. That's expensive. I think renewing my passport was 150. Hi, Rick. True. Makeup is an art. That's why they're called makeup artists, right? It's an art form. Buy a silicone. Have you seen silicone boobies? I'm sorry, this is very out of the blue. Have you seen silicone boobies? If you look up Plastic Tiara, the drag queen, she's got those silicone boobies and they look really nice. She just slaps them on and wears the outfit and it blends in so nice with her skin. Like I'm like, whoa. You know, like Plastic Tiara, she working the boobies. It's crazy how like well made they are too. Mama! Tadaima! Ah! 元気だったか？あ、メールもらったよ。まだ返信してないけど、もらったよ。私ね、まだ、体のことまだ話せない。ね、まだ、説明しなかったよね。まだ説明しない。まだちょっと、イエー！ Cross-dressing, yes. I should put down these chips for a bit. I'm eating too much. Hi, Grid! Yeah, you can stay on the Twitch side, that's okay. Okay, I guess I should start actually yapping about the important stuff, right? What flavor? It's fish skin chips with garlic seasoning. Doesn't that sound great?よかった。私ね、まだ100% 大丈夫じゃないけど、まあ、順調にね。Hi, 보고 안녕. How ya doing? 잘 지냈어? People actually wear the silicone stuff for like cross-dress or like drag racing and stuff. I understand it, yeah. It's pretty cool. Like the science and tech behind it is pretty cool. Wait, what'd you ask me? What'd you ask me? Oh, hi, Lord Penguin. I'm so distracted. I don't know if you guys know. I think I mentioned this before, but I have so many thoughts in my head that I feel like my head is running faster than my mouth can go, and therefore my thoughts are not articulated properly. You know what I mean? Have you ever felt that before? みもよくのようにありがとうございます。なあ、もう役あるから大丈夫かもね。Okay, I guess I can talk about the what's the word? The intense things. So much shit has happened within the past 2 weeks. You know that? You know how much shit has gone down the drain within the past 2 weeks? It's kind of insane. How much shit's been going on these past 2 weeks. I'll start simple though. Let's start simple. Let's start with me and my skin first. We'll start with that because that was like the biggest reason I had to stop streaming for a while. That was like the big one. So okay, I don't like to keep this a secret, right? I'm very open about my skin condition. And I think people who've known me for a while know that I have my skin condition, right? Right. You're looking for the popcorn. Oh god, my sister actually bought popcorn recently. I'm probably gonna eat some. Yeah. Um, how do I even So, prior to me going on my unannounced break, it was already getting worse around then. So, how I think the timeline flows better if I include Offkai. So let me include Offkai in the timeline here. Tried to get my phone out for the dates. Okay, so right after Offkai, I go home and I get Conflu. Wow! I mean, who doesn't get Conflu? I don't know who doesn't get Conflu. Everyone I knew got Conflu. And I was like, I have to recover. And then I also was organizing some collabs because I had met so many people at Offkai that I was like, I need to do all of these things with them and blah, blah, blah. So, I was like, I have to do a return stream before I do any collabs. Right, because I wanted to talk about Offkai and all the things that happened and show you all my merch and stuff. And then I was like, okay, I did the thing. I did the stream and I did the collabs and I had like a whole week or two of just like pleasant streams, right? Like they were fine. Little did you know that during a portion before random break, like a good few days there, I was fighting for my life on stream with a UTI. Like, it was... The timeline flows like... Return from Offkai, get the Conflu. After Conflu is over, my period starts. It's more like overlapping. Those two things overlapped. And then after my period ended, I got a UTI. And then after the UTI finished, my skin got infected. And then after my skin infection went down, it was like consistently just bad. Like it wasn't recovering. Like my skin was so weak from the infection that it couldn't heal itself. So I just was like, I'm not surviving. I was so drugged up on meds. I was really tired. And my skin was freaking out. It was hot. I couldn't sweat properly. Like everything just crashed in on itself within a few weeks and I couldn't catch a break. So, yeah. That was not fun. That was very much not fun. Can't believe half of you in the chat didn't get the fucking Conflu. I was dying. I was fucking like my fever was high. I was coughing. I had a sore throat. I was fucking out of it, man. I'm done. I was being a social drink. I'm pretty social at conventions. You guys aren't. Haha. Oh, you saw my canal. Sassy took it home. This break was God's plan. God really wanted me to take a break. I don't know what happened, but it was like just one thing after the other overlapping each other. So I struggled, man. I don't even know why it was like that. Like things just being one after the other. I don't know. I do know my family is prone to UTIs though. My sister has had like 15 in the past year. So yeah, I'm well aware that like my family's prone to it. I've had to drive my sister to the ER at like 2 a.m. because of it and stayed with her until like 7. And, you know, yeah, she's got some bad kidneys. Oh, Rick, thank you for the membership. I'm sorry you have to leave him back. I'm glad you have emerged and not victorious stable still, mate. Thank you. I will enjoy my stay as much as possible. Jesus. It's been a tiresome time. I don't even know, like... how I managed to survive all of July, but hey, you know, I'm alive. I made it out alive, guys. I didn't fall. I survived. But yeah, that's like the main things that really got me to like... That made me really say, okay, I can't stream right now. Yeah. I've been taking pictures of my skin and how it's been recovering. And depending on how it looks or how it is, I kind of have an idea of how long it will take to recover from it. And this time was a little different from the others. The other times it was just a lot of rashes. It was very like rough, dry skin kind of deal, very red, very inflamed. This time it wasn't really like that. It was red in places, but it wasn't everywhere. It's more of the what we call nummular type eczema, and basically it's patches of really oozing weepy type wounds, and they're very bumpy. Like it's a very thick wound. I think that's the best way to explain it. It like lifts off my skin quite a bit. And those take a long time to recover. And I'm lucky that they're very small, but they're like I have a lot of them, mostly on my legs right now. My arms used to have it, and especially like in the inner elbow area, but those healed up, so my arms are good. My arms are good. My hands are also pretty good actually in relation. Like when I look at the rest of my body, I'm like, damn, my hands are doing pretty good because that was like one of the worst parts before. Now the worst parts is my legs and my feet, I think. Yeah, because those are like the biggest areas of skin surface area to cover, you know, like moisturizing it is a pain. It's not like directly close to my arms where I do most of the stuff that I do, right? So dealing with my legs is just very annoying, and I don't take good care of them as well as I do with my arms and my upper body. But yeah, at least like I would say during the time that I was on break, I couldn't sit properly. It just was very uncomfortable, like open wounds. I wore like long sleeves, long pants, even though it's like fucking 40 degrees. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, that was very unpleasant. I have to wear long pants still, but at least I can wear t-shirts now and it's not a pain. Like it's not uncomfortable or anything. Yeah, so much better than before. This is big improvement already. The fact that I can sit at my PC for over 6 hours is nice. Before I was just like in bed and oh god, I think one of the things I did while I was on a break, I messaged Churro, one of my mods, Churro. I messaged him and was like, I'm in bed with my Switch and a TV and I'd like to play Splatoon. Can you play with me so I don't stress out? So we played until like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning for me. I needed the stress relief. I really did. You know? He was a very supportive friend during that hard time. Yeah, I was like... I think for most of the time that I wasn't streaming or anything, like I was barely online, I was in bed playing Splatoon or watching anime. And I know it sounds like I'm being super lazy, but at the same time, I couldn't really move. So it was like my body forcing me to be lazy. And not that I wanted to be. Play some Uma to turn your brain off. No, 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 no. We know, I told the story 3 times about why I'm not playing Uma Musume. I played my Genshin and my Woo. I did my dailies. That was like my daily movement quota, was get out of bed, take a shower, go to the PC, play my daily stuff, go downstairs, have dinner, and then go back to bed. That's like my daily quota of movement. I refused to move otherwise. It just hurt really bad. My parents helped me change my bed sheets pretty much every other day. Like every 2 days they would help me change it because otherwise the blood and the dead skin was just everywhere. So yeah, it was a lot of laundry. The past few weeks, it's been a lot of laundry. You haven't heard the story? Oh god. I'll TLDR it. I grew up in Hong Kong where horse racing, real horse racing, and gambling on it was very big in the early 2000s. I grew up with that. I don't want to see it again. Let's put it that way. Anything but time watch edit when it gets really boring to pay attention. Yeah! Like, I binge watched so much shit, guys! Hold on, let me pull out my Crunchyroll list. We can talk about the happier things that I did now, which was binge watch a bunch of anime. Okay. So, I told you guys, Secrets of the Silent Witch, that one's like my top favorite for this season, I would say. Also, not really my type of anime to watch, but this one really got me for some reason. It's called Dealing with Mikado Sisters is a Breeze. I normally do Japanese names, but I found the English ones for you. You're welcome. Yeah, those two are really fucking good. Like, very different things, but also very fucking good. And then I started watching Welcome to the Outcast's Restaurant. Little Chibi! She's so cute. Atelier, she's so fucking cute. And then I started watching With You and the Rain because it was about a woman who adopted a stray tanuki. And it's so nice. Just the art was so nice. I don't know how else to word it. I watched Betrothed to My Sister's Ex. I know it sounds like a very weird anime title, but it was like... I mean, when you think about it, it's a bit exaggerated, I would say. But it's like, it talks about neglect and abuse and recovering from it. So, you know, I think it's a pretty good one. And then I tried Private Tutor to the Duke's Daughter, but I didn't really like it, which is unfortunate. And then I also tried the Shy Hero and the Assassin Princesses. I did not like that one. It's just too harem-y. Too out there for me. Oh, and second season of the Vending Machine Isekai, also watched that. I quite like it. I quite like that one. Onmyo Kaiten Rebirth Verse. That one is a little bit weird, but when you watch it, you get like somewhat invested. It's like ReZero, but olden day modern Japan. Think of like old Japan with like all of the, you have to wear like geta and the kimonos and the onmyoji, the exorcist stuff, but they have holograms and big mechas. Yeah, it's a very interesting thing. But this guy dies a bunch and goes back in time. It's weird. It's a weird one. And then I watched 2 episodes of New Saga and I haven't continued it. I don't really know why. Maybe it was just too heavy. Oh, and I finished Dr. Stone. I know like some stuff is ongoing for season 4, but I did watch Dr. Stone as well. I tried watching Clevates. Very gruesome. Very scary, kind of gruesome. Probably will continue it when it's done, but I don't think I'll watch it until then, so I can binge it. I finally finished I Left My A Rank Party. That one. Finally caught up on that one? Yeah, caught up on that one. Finished some of the old stuff that I never finished. Oh, hi, Luca! Hello! Thank you! And you catch up with Dr. Stone, you finished season 2. Please watch the movie and season 3 and 4. Oh god, it's so good. I don't want to spoil it. It's... As a nerdy person, like scientifically nerdy person, I really, really like it. The characters are good. The animation style gets even better. I don't know, like I like it a lot. I have a little pet peeve of something with animes. When they make things in 3D in like the most random places. Like maybe I know, like I know that it might be better to have it in 3D so they don't have to animate moving stuff as much, right? Like you get all the angles if you have it in 3D, right? Especially like mechas. But there's just something about it being in 2D that I love much more than it being in 3D. Sometimes it's distracting. Yeah, exactly. Like the colors are just weird. The depth of things feels off. Like in some animes it's good, but in others it's just really, really bad. Like I remember watching one that had like 3D horses pulling a carriage, and it threw me off so bad I couldn't stop thinking about it. Yeah. sometimes, but you don't mind it in some cases. Yeah, I don't think it matters like all that much if it's the little things. It's like the huge things. It just that are so blatantly obvious that it's 3D and they just didn't want to have to animate it in 2D frame by frame. It's just too yeah, just Okay. The other one that I watched, Two Perfect Saint. I finished that. Very good. Quite like that one. Very predictable, but still pretty good. The beginning after the end. I feel like it didn't end. You know, it didn't. I don't think it finished. To be fully honest. Let's see. Witch Watch. I'm still in the middle of. Finish Zenshu. That was like a while ago. Yeah, these are like older ones. Yeah, but those are basically the ones that I'm watching right now. Oh, The Water Magician. I'm also following that one. Hotel Inhumans. I'm trying that one. I tried to watch Summer Pockets. Did not like it. I'm sorry. Oh, Scooped Up by an S-Rank Adventurer. I like that one. That one's also pretty cute. It's hard to tell, but easy to replicate in anime. Yeah, I think that's what the trade-off is, right? 3D horses have gotten really common. I hate that they have, but they really have. It sucks, man. You can tell I've watched a lot during the time that I've been away. Oh, you know what? Another cool thing I did is... Guys, please be proud of me. I'm trying so hard here. Oh, shit. I hit my mic. I'm sorry. I tried so hard. I'm trying very hard, I think, is more accurate. So... I mentioned playing Splatoon, and I might do a Splatoon stream in the future if I bother to set up my capture card. But I have played a lot of Splatoon lately because I got invited to participate in a tournament from Rita Kamishiro. I guess because she knows like I play Splatoon, so you know, I agreed to participate, and I had no idea when this tournament was gonna be. Like, zero clue. I don't know when it's gonna be. It was scheduled and then delayed, so I don't know when else it's gonna be. They haven't really given us a date or anything. It was initially supposed to be on the 26th, I believe, but they pushed it. So I don't know when. I don't know when it's gonna be. But I really like Sploonin'. And so Rita brought a team together. I don't know if I'm allowed to say who is in it, but anyway, she got a team together, and I'm one of the players in it. So we went into a call one day, and we're like, "So what do you guys play? Like, what is your play style?" And all of us are very similar, which is in a way good, but also kind of bad. Like, I am the type who likes to stay back and ink a lot, with my pew pew guns. I like to ink in the back, and then I will stay somewhat in the middle. I don't like to push forward too hard unless I feel like it's safe to do so. You know, I'm more of like a middle person. I'm a skirmishy person, if you guys want the actual term. I'm a skirmisher. I distract people. My goal is not to kill. It is to distract people from killing other people. And that way, whoever is very intense with the aggressive killing in Splatoon, they can do it. You know? I get to be the distraction. I'm a decoy. I'm normally the decoy. I don't like to confront people, you know? I main the .52 gal with the wall and the killer whale. That's like my main gun. Sometimes I play arrow spray now, but and splash-o-matic, but .52 gal is my main weapon. So there's a problem here. 3 out of 4 people in the team played arrow spray. That was a big oh no. Big oh no. Cause like we can ink a lot, but it's too short distance. If we come up with someone who has a lot of range, we're fucked, right? So Rita brought in her mod, who's a coach. And said coach helped us like try out some other weapons and stuff. So they were like, we need a long range person." And everyone seemed very set on their weapon of choice. So I was like, I guess I'll do it. So I picked up a longer range weapon, which is basically just the longer version of my gun that I normally main, and I thought I'd be very comfortable with that. We lost a bunch once I switched to a longer ranged weapon, and I felt very bad about it. I felt so bad. Like, my long range weapon was nice to scare people. You know, it was good to scare people. But I barely got any kills. I felt so bad. Because, like, I'm used to the short to mid range. And I was like, I'm good at killing people from short to mid range. So, the second I had a longer ranged weapon, I was so weirded out by it. Yeah. It's just, oh god, it was so bad. It is very different. I thought it would be similar, but it's not. And I was upset at myself. So, okay, hear me out. So, I told Coach, hey, I don't think this is working. So Coach was like, okay, how about you try the new splatter shot. Yeah. I know how to say. I know how to say words. He told me to try the new Splatter Shot Pro Frozen, the newest one, and it's pretty nice. It doesn't ink very well, but it takes 3 shots to kill. It's got a nice average looking bomb. That's the triangle thing, and I don't remember what the ult is, but I do know the gun was very fun. I had a lot of kills with it. I think it's because of the rapid fire that I played better. We won a few after that. After I switched weapons, we won a few. But then there was one point where I switched to an aerospray. And then we won more. And I was like, okay. I tried Jet Squelcher. I tried all the Jet Squelchers. I tried the dually version. I tried the custom version. And then I tried this other new one. There was like a glitter looking one. I just tried a lot of the Jet Squelcher. I don't like it. It takes way too long to kill someone. Takes way too fucking long. It takes 5 shots. Nuh-uh. I'm used to my point 52 only taking 2 shots to kill someone. So 52 it is. Like, I realized it was better for me to play the weapon that I'm good at than to try a new one and then get better at it during that team practice. So after that, I tried playing with the longer range weapons on my own, and I got a few decent matches in. I think I got like 12 kills in one turf war. It was really good, but then I also just kept thinking, if we were to play as a team, this isn't gonna work out. Did you give the Blow Blobber a whirl? I have 2 stars on it in freshness. And, you know, it's like an okay gun weapon. I don't know, you just have to spam a lot. I don't really know how I feel about the spamming of the bubbles. Playing against the Blow Blobber is very difficult. What was the team comp anyways? Alright, hear me out, hear me out. You ready for this? So, Rita played... I'm pretty sure it was a Jet Squelcher. Because it had the juice. It had the juice. And I played the 52 Gal Deco. The Deco version. For a little bit. And then I switched around with the Splattershot Pro Frozen. And then also the 96 Gal. And then I went Splash-O-Matic and Aerospray when I realized we were losing a bunch and I wanted to win. So I switched. But yes, I should be playing the long range one. Assume I played a long range weapon, okay? I would say mid to long range weapon. Oh, sorry, not Jet Squelcher, my bad. It was the NZAP. Sorry, NZAP. NZAP. Yeah, she was NZApping people. That's a kind of aggressive weapon when you think about it. And then another player of ours was just main Aerospray, didn't play any other weapon. And another one had a blaster, I believe. Yeah, it was the one with the fire looking sticker on it. Yeah, I don't remember what the name of the... But yeah, blaster. And roller. I think occasionally roller. But most of us were interested in the guns, so we might be an all-gun team. Hi, Mike! But see, look, I was so into this team comp and matching thing that I wanted to get better at it. I wanted to play a weapon that would help the entire team. So I kept playing around, and I went back to the 52 gal for a bit. And when I was solo matching and stuff, I had one really good run. So I got the replay code, sent it to the coach, and was like, hey, can you tell me what to do better? What can I do better? And this coach of ours gave me like a big list of like bullet points of, at this time you did this where you could have done that, or at this time you did really good at this, and if you want to do better you could do this instead, and when you use your special do this, you know, things like that. Like it was a long list of that. Thank you for becoming a 30. Pro gamer me arc. I'm pretty competitive when it comes to Splatoon. Only in Turf War, not in the competitive modes though. I get real scared when it's like anarchy. I get super scared. I don't really like the other game modes. I just like Turf War. But yeah, I was like super into it, and then I practiced for like days. Okay, this is what I do when I'm in bed and I can't move. Like my legs literally no work. My skin is trapping me in my body, so I literally could not move. And so, what else was I supposed to do except stay in bed and play Splatoon and watch anime? Like, bruh, what can you do? I thought it was appropriate. It was appropriate. You know what else I did, actually? I started signing up for some events in the future. Like, some of my friends are hosting events. I know Roro is hosting one. And I'm going to actually host one eventually at some point. After August, I will start planning it properly. But yeah, I'm planning events. Friends are planning events. I have to record shit now. One of my friends is having a birthday thing. Roro's doing an event. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it fully. I'm participating in the charity this week. That Mim is hosting for the frogs. It's a frog charity. There will be Mia merch for the frog charity, by the way, like there was last year. And what else? I have a... Is it tomorrow? No, it's the day after tomorrow. I have a... What's it called? The Repo Multilingual collab. Yep, it's the 4th one. Yeah! Guys, see, even though I was not streaming, I was working on things, you know? I did what I could from the bed. My laptop is kind of old. I have a MacBook Pro from 2017 or something. Yeah, the hardware is dying. I load up Discord and I hear the fans start to whir, and I'm like, this is no bueno. Yeah, I don't like Mino Likey. It is old. It is! It's like 8 years old! Or 7? 8? 8 years old. It's an 8 years old laptop. And it's a Mac. Macs don't last very long. Yeah, Macs don't last very long, guys. I wish they did. Not my fault that they don't. I took good care of mine. It looks brand new still. Don't look at me like that. Lex, do you sploon a lot? Did I tell you the story about my very first MacBook Pro and what happened to it? Did I ever tell you the story? I need to ask my dad about it, actually. The story is not... and it has not ended yet. Wait, Lex, what do you mean? Out of curiosity. What happened to the Mac? I think I talked about it before, but the story never finished. It still hasn't finished. So, a year ago, I found my very first MacBook Pro from 2010. I know, right? It's old. That's actually over a decade old. But I found it last year, and I was like, oh, I should probably get rid of this because it's... you know, old, and there's nothing on it except old shit that I don't use anymore. So, when I found it, the lithium battery in it was fat. And I don't even know how to sugarcoat the fat. I'm like, it was expanded, it was chunky, it was puffy, it was spicy. Yeah, it was spicy. That's the best word for it. Spicy, bro. It was fat. It was fucking thick. It was deforming the metal. Like, you know how at the bottom of a Mac, there's just this one big metal plate that holds everything in, right? It was bent. The lithium battery was so fat that it bent the metal. And it opened it up. And it was big enough for me to see all the hardware inside. Like, I saw the hard drive, you know? Like, it was just that, it was that thick. So I was like, oh no. And I was like, I don't know how to deal with this. And I messaged some friends and they were all just like, oh, that's really bad. If that explodes, it's gonna catch on fire. And that fire doesn't go out very easily. It's very dangerous. Be very careful, right? And I was like, oh, okay, I don't think I can handle this. I'd like to recover the hard drive, but I don't think I could handle this. Dad, help, right? First instinct was, Dad, please help me. Because I don't know how to deal with this. I've never had to throw away a computer before. So I go to my dad. He's in the living room. And then he was coming into the kitchen. And I was like, Dad, hey, Mino Dad, I have this laptop with a battery that's about to explode. And I'd like to recover the hard drive. Can you help me? And he was like, oh, it'll catch on fire if it explodes? And I'm like, yeah, if the balloon pops, it's gonna catch on fire and it's gonna be very bad. My dad proceeds to slam his fist onto the laptop to see if it would explode. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I freaked the fuck out. I was like, why would you do that? Stop! Oh no! I'm so scared. Full speed ahead. He was like, if it's gonna explode, I'd like to see it explode. Yeah, and he did it more than once. I had to like physically just push him away from it and take the laptop back. And I was like, oh no. So then, after that, I was like, Dad, can you just throw this laptop away from me? Just throw it away. I don't care. I haven't turned that laptop on in like 10 years. It does not spark joy in me. There's no memories in it that I'd like to retain that aren't already on something, you know, like an updated one. I have another MacBook Pro now. So I was like, Dad, just throw it away. I'm good. You can just take it. Please throw it away from me. And my dad's like, okay, I'll throw it away for you. Fast forward. Just a little fast forward. I think it was around... Was it October? November? November. It was around November last year. I was helping my dad load something into the trunk of his car. I don't remember what it was, but it was in the trunk of the car. And as I'm helping him load stuff into... It's probably just groceries now that I think about it, but... Anyway, I'm helping him load stuff into the trunk. And on the left side, there's this little pocket. And I see the laptop sitting there in its original form with the lithium battery pack, fat and thick and spicy. And I'm like, it's like 30 degrees out. It's hot. If that thing explodes... My dad drives an electric car, by the way. If that thing explodes, we are fucked. You know? That would be very bad. That would have been very bad. Sparks will not bring joy. By the delay, I wonder too. I just wanted him to throw it away. He was hoping the battery leak was gonna give him some Mac-based superpowers. Like what? Like what? You must live within the Apple ecosystem. That's the superpower. We'll have no need for Android and PC. Yeah, anyway, that was the last I saw of it. I do not know the current state of the battery. I don't know where it is anymore. It could still be in the trunk. I have not seen it. It could be gone. It it could be have dealt with. It could have been dealt with the way it was supposed to initially. I don't know. I still don't know. I should probably message him about that actually. I'll do it later. Sounds like a curse to me. I'm genuinely scared. I do not want to be locked into my Apple ecosystem, please. I was an Apple person my entire childhood. Like, I held an iPod, like the tiny iPod that no one had. And I've had a MacBook Pro since I was literally 10 years old, I think. Up until I built my PC in 2021. So I'm very new to Windows in comparison. I hated it initially, but I got used to it. I like it now. I still use my Mac for a lot of stuff though. And my iPad, God, my iPad is my life. I spent almost $3,000 on an iPad and it was worth every dollar I've spent on it. Like, the screen is great. It's great for art. I've used it a lot for VTubing. And like, just bringing it with me places, it's so nice. Like, I remember, I think it was a few months ago, sorry. Maybe even last year. But I went out with a friend. She and I, like, she had to go to school still. So she wanted company at like a coffee shop or something. So I brought my iPad and I started drawing on it. And, you know, just being able to do that, even though I'm not in school anymore, but having the tablet, it just made me feel very professional. Shuffler is a mini? I think it was mini. Hold on. Yeah, it was a mini. It had a screen and then the circle. But it was more square. Not as rectangular. It was a bit more chunky. What's it called? I just know it was more like square-like. The screen was pretty big and fat. You are a professional. Thank you! Yeah, I used my iPad a lot in school. Like, I got one in my 3rd year of uni. And I got it during the summer sales for student discount stuff. I got the very first iPad Pro. The one that had like the first magnetic pen on the side instead of the one you stick in the butt. Yeah, I got that one. And it was one of the best investments ever. Like, literally after having it, my grades went up. So I think it was worth. And now I use it for like, I got the bigger one. In uni, I had the 11-inch one, and I gave that to my dad, who gave it to my mom. I don't know why, but now my mom uses it, and she uses it for like just daily stuff at night, reading the news or whatever. And then, she was like, "Did you like the 11 or the 13-inch?" I have a 13-inch now. I decided to get the bigger one because of art stuff. It's just so much easier to draw on a bigger screen. So, yeah. It's also great for watching TV. Like watching anime in bed. It was nice. So, yeah. I actually like the 13-inch a lot more now. Because I don't really use my laptop anymore. So, my iPad Pro is basically it. And my phone. So, you know. Good investment. Good investment. Your dad sure sounds like a dad. My dad is a very good dad. I'm a good dad. I don't think, like... He initially said he wanted to retire, but he's been working again lately, so I don't know. Oh, it was a Nano? Yeah, I probably had a Nano. What have you guys been up to these past 2 weeks? I know the past... Oh god. This is... Should I talk about this? My brain is deciding whether to talk about it or not. Pros and cons. Hello? I just got soup delivery. Thank you. Sorry, my parents came in. Actually, no, it was my mom and my sister who came in. And I was like, what? They brought me soup. Guys, we got soup. We got soup. Very hot soup. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. You got a new car in the time that I've been gone? Wait, what card you get? Work is usually trying to launch a project. Ooh, wait. Are you doing the kind of work where it's like you do the one project, you finish it, then you move on? Yeah, I did say thank you. Don't worry. I just muted because I wasn't sure if they were gonna dox me or something. You know? Can't trust anybody these days. The soup fairy. It was my Mino mom. Mom. Mom? Yeah, when I went to the doctor, there was this like old lady who sat next to me and just started like this conversation out of nowhere. And I found out that she also speaks 5 languages, like what her grandchildren were doing, like what schools they went to, and you know, like it was such a wild conversation. Hello, government name here. Your soup is ready. I'm so lucky. Oh my god, Aphex, I'm so lucky. I have a Cantonese nickname, which everyone calls me. They will not call me anything else but that name. They will never call me my legal name. It's so weird when they do. It's so fucking weird. I barely get called my legal name in general. I don't know if you like have friends like that, where you know what their legal name is, but you never call them that. You know? Oh my god, there was this whole thing on Twitter before where like, I think someone asked, amongst VTubers in like calls and stuff, do you ever know what their legal name is or do you call them that? And I was like, no. Why would I? Wait, yes, you got a new car too? Oh. Ooh. Cool. I don't know if they do call you legal. No, they call me my legal name if my friends come over. Yeah. I don't know why, but I remember in high school when I asked 2 friends to come over. My mom called me by my legal name and I was so scared. And then I talked to her about it because she didn't seem angry. She just happened to use it. And I was like, why did you use that name when my friends were over? And my mom, she was like, I didn't want you to feel embarrassed if, you know, your friends didn't know your nickname in Cantonese or something. She didn't want me to feel awkward about it. And I was like, oh, no, what? It's okay. You feel like it was last names? Oh man, my last name would not be a nickname. Do you have a recommendation for an electric car? Do you have a recommendation? I watched some like I binged watch a lot of YouTube during my 2 weeks off, right? And some of them were like MK, what's his name? Marquez videos, the guy, the tech guy. You know, the tech guy, I like watched a shit ton of his videos, even though I don't really use any of the products he reviews. I just watch it anyway because it's cool. And then there's the other guy, the British guy who used to do like study tip stuff. The British dude, he like reviewed all the years of Mercedes, and I was like, woo! I watched that video too, even though I'm probably never gonna own a Mercedes. You know? I just binge watched it anyway. Yeah, MKBHD, that guy. That guy. Oh. Would that be fine? I'll definitely look that up later. I saw that Volkswagen came out with a van, and I was like, ooh. So I watched that too. I was like, you know, low-key, kind of want the van. Oh, that's some good soup. Have you seen the Volkswagen van? It looks really cool. At least the inside does. I don't know how I feel about the outside, but the inside looks really nice. I don't even like driving, but I like cars. You've driven one? The new one or the old one? Oh, this is such good soup. It's so hot though. Yeah, the exterior has to look right for me too. I'm very picky if I ever pick a car. Plus, it's such an expensive piece of tech that you use almost every day if you actually go to work in person. You're not remote, right? So like, I want a good car in the future. I want a good family car. One day. I think first comes house. Speaking of house, you know how like when you buy a house, you have to check your credit score? So today, I actually wanted to check my credit score because I've never done that before. Like, I know I probably should know what my credit score is, but I had no idea what it was. And I felt really bad about it. I was looking at credit cards and stuff because, like, I travel twice a year at the very least because one off Kai, and then sometimes my family will do this trip sometime in the summer or late summer, maybe more like autumn season. They'll do a trip. You know how I told you guys like I go to Niagara Falls every summer almost with my family just because they want to go on a trip every single year, at least one family trip every year. They do it as like a, you know, be connected and stuff. I think it's the Asian culture really, but anyway. So I travel at least twice a year. And that's 4 flights. Minimum 4 flights a year. It's a lot of traveling. I know, I don't pay for a lot of it, but anyway, it's a lot of traveling. And if I do end up paying for it, then, you know, I want to have a good card for it. So I wanted to look into getting a travel credit card. Because I only have one. I literally only have a cashback credit card right now. And then my debit card. And so I was like, I've been doing pretty good with my cashback credit card. I think I can do another one. And I'd like a travel one, because I want good shit when I travel. So I wanted to look it up. And some of them were like, oh, you need a credit score of above 600 or 700 or something. And I was like, shit. I don't know if I qualify. I don't know what my credit score is. So I was like, oh no, I should probably look that up. So I tried looking that up. Oh, thank you for the gift, Ejecto. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of gifted. Thank you. Ah! Anyone who got the membership, make sure that you go and join the Discord and you look in the membership tab because I post quite a lot now. Okay, anyway. Thank you for the gifted. I gotta check it all. Thank you. Wait, where was I? Okay, yeah. So, I wanted to look up my credit score in, like, the bank app. And I tried looking it up. But before I could even get to it, it said on the thingy, like, it said your dashboard or profile, whatever, has been temporarily suspended. Call this number between the hours of, like, 9 to 5 or something, Monday to Friday, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what? How could it be suspended before I've even used it? I was like, what the heck? I haven't checked it, not even once. I don't even know what it is. And I was like, Nani? How could it be suspended if I haven't even done anything with it yet? How? So, I called the number. Alright, I call the phone number that's on the thing. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I call that number. I'm on hold for like 30 minutes. So I do a little bit of work and set up a stream and stuff while also waiting on the phone. And I get super distracted. And then, you know, I give them my legal information and tell them all the stuff that I need. Like, I want to get my account unsuspended, right? I don't even know why it's suspended in the first place if I've never used it. And they're like, oh, you have to call this department instead. Would you like me to transfer you? And I was like, sure. You know, gotta use the phone voice. Sure, please transfer me to whatever you know. And then I wait. Another 30 minutes go by. Someone finally picks up. And this person is talking in an accent that I cannot understand. But I noticed from the questions that they were asking and the way they were asking it, it was about the same things that the first person I called had asked me. So, you know, I give them all the information and what I can. And they're like, oh, you have to call this other department. And it's the department that I had initially called. And I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? So, they kind of helped me. Right? And then so I get transferred again. And I wait another 30 minutes. I wait and I wait and I wait. A different person picks up. And I tell them the exact same things. That I've been transferred twice. And I just want to get this account unsuspended. And then they're like, oh, we can't find you in the system. You're gonna have to go to your bank and get them to sign you up for blah blah blah. And I was like, the fuck? What do you mean you couldn't find me? I've been transferred twice now. What do you mean? They found me. They found me. What do you mean? I was like, 3 hours. I swear, it felt like 3 hours of my life. By the time I was finished, I think it was like 2? No, 2 hours after? Yeah, 2 hours of my life gone. Just like that. I was so cheesed. The joys of banking. Right! Yay, customer service! God, I hate customer service. I would never want to work a customer service job. I would be so bad at it. So yeah, that was 2 hours of my life gone. And I was like, okay, there has to be another way that I can check my credit score. So I go online and I'm like, credit score check, Google search, thank you. And then within like 10 minutes, I was able to check my credit score. Like, what the fuck? I wanted to check it through the bank account that I have because it's the most accurate thing for one. But it's also within the app, right? And so I was like, that would be more accurate. But, you know, doing it online on a website is just fine too. I just needed to know probably what it was. And it's pretty good. I have a pretty good credit score. I'm pretty proud of myself. It's all about getting yelled at. Hey, I didn't yell at anybody. I was good. I was civil. I was nice. Oh, Forrest, thank you for becoming Copium again. Thank you, thank you. Hiya. Moral of the story is don't trust banks. Oh, jeez. Going to the bank in person scares me. You know why? My mother used to work in a bank. And it was a crazy big bank in Hong Kong. And she would take me to work sometimes. Like if I got off school early or had a doctor's appointment and then just went to her or something like that. Anyway, she worked in a big bank. And I was like able to go up into the higher buildings, you know, up the higher ones, the really big skyscrapers in Hong Kong. I went up and I saw the cubicles and I saw how they worked and like everyone was stressed, there was yelling, there were meetings, and I was like, oh, I don't want to work here. So I was like, I don't think I'm ever gonna work in the bank business ever. And when I got older, I was about like 14 years old, my mom was like, don't go into business, don't take a business course, you're gonna hate it, you're not gonna like it, don't do it. So I've never taken a business course in my life. Mom was very against me taking any business courses. Look at me now, you know, entrepreneur, self-employed, running my own YouTube channel like a business. I think mom was wrong. Never going to account. My mom literally has a degree. I think she has a degree in accounting and economics. I haven't heard that alert in a while. Hi, Rio. Thank you for the raid on Twitch. Thank you. Why are you still streaming? It's like fucking 4 AM or something for her, isn't it? Oh jeez, why are you alive? You should be asleep. Hi! Thank you for the raid. Thank you, thank you. It's the weekend. Fair, churro, fair. I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun. Oh, wait, I gotta do the thing. Fuck. No. Mite Mite Mite, I am the immortal human angel in training, polyglot that speaks 5 languages, Mino Mieko, you can call me Mie. I play Genshin, Zenless, Wuwa, mostly Wuwa lately actually. And also Helldivers and Repo. Yay! Bless the sticky note. Guys, bless the sticky note. You heard much laughter? Good. As it should be. As it should be. I'm drinking some chicken soup and having some European fish skin chips. Yeah. Also drinking a mojito. You'd have your intro as a soundboard button. I've thought about it. But then I know myself well enough that I'm not gonna like any take that I do of it. The VTubing industry is only going to keep growing. We're starting at the virtual horizon. You know, it's been around for like years. It's been around for like a decade, but only within the past few years, like since COVID, I feel, is when it actually got more popular. Like it took off more. You know? That's a girl dinner. It is a girl dinner. I had a proper dinner tonight though. I had rice. I had boiled cabbage in like some nice sauce and stuff. And I had yokbang. What is that in? Like a minced pork? Minced pork or beef? Yeah. Yeah. I've been eating pretty good lately. I've been trying to eat healthy. I need to lose weight, guys. I'm going to a wedding. Okay? The wedding is on the 17th. I don't have time. I'm going on a diet. I need to work out. My skin needs to recover. And I need to find a wedding guest outfit. Alright? I don't have any dresses that go like to my ankle or like a midi dress or skirt. I don't have anything like that. I have no shoes to wear. I need to go shopping, but my skin has to recover first before I can do that. And it's stressing me out. God, I hate shopping for wedding shit. One day when I have my own wedding, it's gonna be simple. I swear to God. Not the dress you got at Off-Kai? No, because there's white. You cannot wear white to a wedding. Minced meat patty? Yeah, it's more of a patty. Yeah, I'm not the bridesmaid. No, I'm not one of the bridesmaids. I know the bridesmaids are wearing lilac, so I can't wear lilac. Oh, and it's a formal wedding, so I can't wear like a short skirt or anything. Yeah, I'm not getting married. No. I'm not getting married. No. I'm attending a wedding. My friend is getting married. My friend since 2019? Yeah. Time is just bad it seems. I hope it's not. I hope my skin can recover before then. I hope so. I really hope so. Back to no one else. Of course! I gotta think about what to wear for real. You know, speaking of VTubing industries, I really hope that it grows. I hope more people enter the VTubing industry. Not as like a VTuber, maybe as a viewer or like as someone who works behind the scenes. I hope more people like grow it, if that makes sense. You know? I hope more people can participate in it. If I had the chance or like the opportunity presents itself, I'd like to do more behind the scenes stuff with VTubers. I think it's fun. I've done a few things already, but I want to do more, you know? I talked about it with Aimee a little bit. Aimee's been such a good friend over the past few weeks. Like, I know she's hella busy, but like, she's been such a good friend. If you catch the bouquet, okay. Alright, guys. I'm gonna aim for that bouquet. I'm a train for it. I hope the VTuber industry gets more healthy and good stuff. Me too. I feel like a lot of things that have happened over the past few years with the agency stuff, like I've been in one, right? But in general, I feel like so many places take advantage of the dreams that VTubers have, you know? And I've talked to people who are not VTubers. They're just normal streamers, but are also like part of like a management thing. And when they heard about the things that VTubers get, like the standard agency in Japan, like what their cuts are and stuff, or like how some of the agencies, even in the West run, that are small, but how they ran, they were like, what the fuck? They were very concerned. Because they were like, is that not exploitation? I'm like, no, that's just the standard. And I was like, oh, no, you know, like, oh, yeah, Yeah, I hope so. I think that's what, like, VR chat is, you know? Got a 5-star rate, bouquet throw, SSR. Gotta get the SSR. The day you get married, Tenchis are popping champagne. Guys, we haven't hit step 1 yet. We need to hit step 1 first. People like to me on that. A lot of people know what they're doing. I hope that people will know what they're doing. Not that okay, I say that, but legitimately, I don't think I could do any better. Like, I don't know how to run a company. I don't know how to start a company. Like, I don't think I could put that expectation on other people if I can't do it myself. Unless they genuinely have the skills for it, you know? Like, background to do it and stuff. There are still VTubers who are debuting this year, right? And I don't think that VTubers are gonna stop debuting anytime soon. There's just too many of us. There's too many people. Yeah? And there's too many of us who go through different lives, but we're the same person, right? But we're just different lives. So many of that. There's just so much of that. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just a genuine fact. Right? Over the past 4 years, I have known a single person as 4 different people. That's wild. Like, going from indie to corpo to indie again, and then to corpo again. But all as different people. Gold-plated Tenga as a wedding gift! I'm sure the future hubby would appreciate that. Ah. It is what it is, man. I'm not opening my mouth, I swear. It just looks like I am. I did want to ask, did you guys want me to talk about it? The big elephant in the room that happened while I was not streaming. To be honest, a part of me was like, I'm healthy enough to stream. And then I saw the news pop up on Twitter and I was like, oh no, never mind. Maybe I'm not ready to stream today. You know, I just remember that. I remember that happened. Like, there was a point where I was like pretty recovered. Not 100% recovered, but enough to like sit and do a stream, right? And I was like, oh yeah, I can probably stream. The same day the news came out and I was like, oh, never mind, maybe I shouldn't stream. You know, I also remember someone DM'd me and was like, this news is happening. Do you want to stream? Like, are you streaming today? Because if you are, be careful. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not streaming today. Nah. There was just too much. There's too much. There has been a lot of discussion. And, you know, it's fair to discuss it. It is an ongoing thing. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. When if I have to compare it to my own experience when Kawa went down, it didn't fully end until like earlier this year. Like, it was still behind me. It was still like a name that I would constantly bring up as my former agency who did blah blah blah. You know, it's like it's gonna be over their heads for a very long time, even if it doesn't exist anymore. I don't know, because you're probably bombarded with questions about it. And my issue with being bombarded with questions about it, which is why I'm grateful that none of you have like pushed me to talk about it or anything, even though I'm sure a lot of you are frustrated about it. The thing is, I know a lot of things that I shouldn't know. And it's not like I'm not under an NDA or anything, but I don't want to get myself or anyone in trouble. So I was like, I need to not say anything. It's better to not say anything and be safe about it because I don't want to get in trouble, right? And it's also none of my business. Not directly, anyway. So, I think the biggest thing I can say, though, that I think a lot of people had actually brought up a while back, was I'm trying to remember the timeline here. In 2023, when I went to Anime Expo, that year, only VShojo and Kawa Entertainment were the only two VTuber agencies that were officially at Anime Expo that year. Like no other was there. Like the VTuber presence was just very small. Like there were corpo VTubers who were attending it, but it wasn't like, how do I put this? They weren't like having a big booth. They didn't have big booth or anything. They weren't actively promoting very much that year. I don't really know why. To be honest, I have no idea why. But that year, I learned a lot of things, and I think because Kawa was like one of the, it was the only other VTuber company there. I heard a lot of things, not so great things, about VShojo and how they were running stuff. Like the people who were working there. I heard things about money, which was not so great. I attended one of the industry parties that VShojo held. And you know what? I actually met a lot of cool people at that party, which I'm sure most of you guys know about now because I've talked about it a bit before. But like, VShojo had the connections. There were a lot of big people at that one party. It was really sketchy, like in an underground club and stuff. But like, the people there were like big, and I was like, whoa. So, you know, I was glad that I attended because I met a lot of people through it, but at the same time I also heard so many things that weren't so great. So anytime someone was just like, oh, college closed now, are you gonna audition for any agencies that also adopt? And I was like, no, I'm not. Because at the time there were only, well, like a few VTuber agencies that adopted, and I was like, nah, I'm okay. Oh, did I get rated? Hold on, let me refresh the thing. If there was a drop down, it closed in on itself, so I don't know who rated me. Chotomate! Please, Wi-Fi. Ah, Boomy! Thank you for rating me. How have you been? I hope you've been well. I have not been around since like Offkai. Shit went down the drain health-wise right after. But I'm alive now. It's been 2 weeks since I last streamed, but I'm alive now. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for the raid. We were just yapping about sad things. What's the thing I have to say? Mite Mite Mie. For those of you who don't know me, I am the immortal human angel in training, polyglot that speaks 5 languages. Mino Mieko. You can call me Mie. I play Genshin, Wuwa, Zenless, a lot of Wuwa, and Helldivers 2, and Repo. There we go. Nice the talents are not part of the problem this time. Yeah, I'm glad. That was like a very good thing to hear. A lot of the stuff that I had heard 2 years ago, 2023, right? That's 2 years ago. A lot of the stuff that I heard back then was never about the talents. It was always about more of the company stuff, you know? And I don't think... I mean, no one really talked about this until now. But in 2023, when people asked me if I would join VShojo, like if I would audition for them, if they ever had auditions and stuff, I always said no. But the reasons I said no weren't because, oh, like, I don't think I'm good enough, or like, there hasn't been any auditions of it. You know, it wasn't any of that. It was how I had spoken to a lot of people in the industry during Anime Expo in 2023, and a lot of bigger industry people were like, VShojo's probably not gonna last another 2 years. Like, they're not gonna last until the end of 2025, is what a lot of them said. And I was like, oh, why? Why would they not? They seem like they're doing pretty well. You know, I think a lot of people on the outside all thought that. And no one really gave me a solid answer at the time. I mean, I was just another small not indie. Like I was a small corpo VTuber. I don't really need to know this. Like it's not my place to really know anything. I was just nosy. Like why wouldn't they? And a lot of them are just like, oh, it's just money things. That was the answer I got a lot of the time. It was just money things. And like I didn't know the details of what money things meant, but the fact that so many people had told me that, like they were very quiet about it, obviously. Like, you know, they would whisper it into my ear like, yeah, like money in VShojo's not doing so great. Like I don't think they're gonna last very long. And I was like, oh what? Like I was very surprised. Cause you know, they had so many big creators go to this industry party. They had a fucking like what was it, a Ferrari or a Porsche or something with like a big Itasha on it. They had so much merch and stuff. They were everywhere that year. So I was just like, how are they not gonna last another 2 years, right? It, at least coming from my perspective, I didn't see how they wouldn't last another 2 years. But you know, back then, having heard from so many people who I will not name, privacy reasons, right? Like, but because those people, them being the people they are who were telling me this, I was like, you know, and that's why I trusted it. If they said VShojo is not gonna last until the end of 2025, then I'm not gonna do it. You know, it's not worth it then, because Kawa was, you know, Kawa was doing great at the time. I was very happy with them. So I was like, oh no, if I ever had the chance to audition for it, maybe I will, maybe I will. But most of the time it was a nah, I probably won't. Yeah. Yeah, I did know. And like I said, the reason why I didn't say anything is not because I was signed to not say anything. I'm not under any NDAs and stuff. It's more out of respect. You know? Like, the talents of VShojo, you can tell that they work very hard. They do a lot, right? And they wouldn't be who they are before joining VShojo if they hadn't worked very hard. Like, they were big people before VShojo even got them, right? As talents. So, they worked hard to get to that point. And I didn't want to be like, hey, you joined VShojo, right? That's not it. That's not what it was. And plus, I obviously, within the 2 years, had hope that they'd improve, right? So, you know, seeing that they had new talents join, I was like, oh yeah, they're probably doing better now. No. No. And like, it wasn't my place to say anything. I'm so far removed from it. Like, yes, I was literally right next to them, but it's not my place. I'm not part of the agency. I just know things about them. I'm very much behind the scenes know things about them. Obviously, publicly, I have had no connection to them whatsoever. Like, I'm sure you guys know now, Pia, she got in, right? I didn't even know that. So, yeah. Like, I'm very far removed from a lot of things. I don't know everything. I know some things, I don't know everything. But the things that I did know from back then, I was like, oh, no. Never mind. I think I'm good. You know? Yeah. I think a lot of viewers understand that VTubers talk. And when you know VTubers, even if they publicly don't talk to each other, they might know each other behind the scenes, right? I think a lot of that has happened to me. Like, a lot of people are like, you know this person? I'm like, yes. So it's a lot of, like, people talk to the person, and then the line... It's like, what's that? The telephone line, you know? It keeps going. And I end up hearing things that I'm like, I probably shouldn't know this, but I end up knowing it anyway. Kind of like, I guess if you go far back, like how Pixel Link went down, the people that worked with Pixel Link, idol stuff, how they got acquired, just a lot of things. How even Kawa went down, of course I know. How other smaller corpos went down, I obviously know. It's like, you just, as a VTuber, you hear things. Yeah, I think VShojo was like a very big name that a lot of VTubers respected. Honestly, like VTubers really respected the talents in it. They saw the hard work that they did. They saw the charity stuff, all the events and stuff. They were like a very publicly. They were a very nice looking agency. Hmm. Yeah, I enjoy watching them too. I think a lot of agencies get that treatment though of the talents are great, the agency's not so great. The talents were definitely a big part of having the good reputation for VShoujo. You know, they worked really hard for it. You can tell. It's very sad how it all went down. I was very scared to say anything. Like, having known for the past 2 years, I was just waiting for them to collapse in on themselves. Like, it sucks feeling that, you know? Remember? I don't know if you remember, but when Kama went down 2 years ago... Was it 2 years ago? No, it was last year. It was just last year, early last year. Yeah, when Kama went down that year, and I was in indie again, I remember like a lot of people just asking me, "Are you gonna audition for agencies and stuff?" I never did. Like, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. For one, think about it this way: if even a big agency like VShoujo, if even they are struggling, it's very hard to put hope in any other smaller agency that exists. I have huge trust issues. You know? Like, it makes you wonder, like, how do the smaller agencies really run? And it's such a simple business model. But... people can make it dramatic and complicated. Yeah. It's worrisome, right? It is... At least to me, it is more worth it to be an indie right now. For one, I get to keep all my money. Like, I don't have very deep pockets. I think on average I earn... I still need to do the stream on this. But I earn maybe... at most like 2,000 a month, give or take. Maybe a bit more than that. But that's as a full-time YouTuber doing what I already do. And if I had to give a percentage of that away to a company every single month, I wouldn't be able to live, man. It's not worth it. I'm going USD or CAD. CAD. Because I need CAD money. You can either run big with a lot of investment or small with the low operating cost, but it's just too hard to sustain. It is. Like, I'm thinking about all the factors that have caused previous agencies to go down. And a lot of the time, it's always the money that's the problem. But simply bad finances. Like, what agencies really lack, I think, is the opportunity stuff. Like getting sponsorships for things. That is a big chunk of money that you could be getting, but agencies don't work hard enough on that. Merchandise doesn't bring in a lot of money. Honestly, a lot of merch stuff is just promo material, and it's what, like for birthdays, for example, you'll often see people have birthday merchandise, right? When you sell an item, let's say it sells for like a keychain is $15, which is insane to think about. But just imagine that, right? The talent will probably only get like $2 or $3 for every keychain sold. And the rest is going to go to the company. So really, you don't get that much of an income. You don't get a huge profit from it. Which kind of sucks. So merchandise doesn't bring in as much. People think it does, but it really doesn't. And working with Kawa, I know that very well now. Like they've taught me a lot about how production stuff works. So, you know, I've learned a lot from them about that, which is why I never regret any of my time spent with Kawa. They're very good to me. And the biggest way that companies get the moonies is by taking a cut of a talent's income every month. Which really sucks, man. It really sucks. I remember when I was earning... There was a time when I was pretty, like... I was, like, at my peak. I was earning maybe, like, $3,000 a month. And Kawa was taking $300 from me every month. It was a lot. I had to negotiate again. Like, I had to renegotiate my monthly thing. After a while. Because I wasn't earning that much all the time. So, that was rough, man. That was a tough time. But that is how a lot of small agencies run, is they take the cut. And if they just did more of the please find sponsorships and get cons to pay us for our appearances, you would be earning a little bit more, which is nice for a small company. But yeah. It's stuff like this that I think a lot of agencies need to get better at. Like, if you bring in the opportunities for us to do the work, we'll give you the money. Like, we'll give you the cut. It's not like, you know, we wouldn't want them to get paid, right? We want staff to get paid properly. Ah. Yeah, the company does eat a lot of the merch cut. And, like, understandably so. It's not like the talents are packaging everything and then shipping it, right? So, to me, it makes sense. In that regard, it does make sense. Man, business lessons with me, yeah. Ever thought about getting business lessons from me, even though I've never taken an actual business class? Damn. Anyway, that was my 2 cents on it. Like, I'm upset at how everything went down. Because I knew it was coming. I hated that I knew that the end was coming. You ever feel that? It's like, you're just... I don't even know how to word this. It's not like it was looming over my head over the past 2 years that I knew VShojo was going to collapse in on itself. It's just the fact that I knew it was going to happen. And no one else did. Like, at least publicly. You know? It's not like I could have talked about it. It's not like I could have said it out loud. That'd be rude of me to do. Do you have any plans to do an Asia tour? What do you mean by Asia tour? You know what I really want to do? I want to be a part of, like, a Hong Kong convention. That's one of my dreams, is to be part of a Hong Kong convention. I want to use my Cantonese. It's tough out here, though. I'm not good at it, you know? I gotta get better. My Cantonese is so ass right now. I've been watching a lot of, like, Japanese and Korean things, so... My Cantonese is pretty ass. You know? I haven't, like, talked to my parents even that much lately. Ah! Alright, thank you for donating! See, a lot of people were shocked by it. I was just like, oh, it happened. I think a lot of people were shocked for sure, though. Like, it's not something that you can predict as a viewer, I would say. From the outside, everything looked so good. Everyone looked so happy. Now it's like, oh, I didn't know all of this. You know? For me, it was a... The end is here. And I hate that it ended up that way. I know I'm very far removed from VShojo. I have like no direct relation to them or anything. I think it's just being able, like attending their industry party, seeing how they operated, talking to people who have worked with them, talking to people who auditioned for them, worked with them, literally their CEO. I've spoken to him. Spoken to people who are close to him before. Very briefly. I'm not going to say in depth or anything, but very, very briefly. Or just like people who had worked with them in the past and then stopped or something. Like, even just in passing. That's where I hear everything from. I did see the red flags. I did. When they started picking up former corpo talents, that was one of my red flags already. That was a big red flag for me. I'm munching on fish skin chips. Good, pretty good. And mojito. You know, this is why I've said many, many times, if I ever audition for an agency, I will never be Gen 1. I will never, ever, 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 ever be Gen 1. I refuse. There's too many unknowns. And like, I know the Gen 1s of any corpo get pretty well respected, right? Because they're like the people that take off the company, basically. Like, if you look at Hollow and their Gen 1, it's like, whoa! Right? They're like the OGs of the OGs. Very, very well respected. And they worked there the longest, literally. So, you know, they're importante. But for me, like, being a Gen 2 just made more sense. Or anything after that, really. I don't think I would be very happy if I were a Gen 1. You have to have the amount of trust and faith in the company for that. Yeah. And some people have that. Like, they show that, you know? Like, that they have the backing, that they have the money to be a supportive company and things. But, like, how supportive really can you be? Just we have a huge influence on the company? Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking, like, if I ever did audition for one, if I ever auditioned for a company, you would know I'm not gonna be Gen 1. It'll be something that has existed for a while that I would join. I would never be a Gen 1. You can count on that. And the only time that I would really audition for a company is if I was actually genuinely interested. Like, I'm auditioning to be in it. Not that the chance of being in it, it's I will be in it. Like, there's so much pressure to do well as Gen 1. Yeah, there is. And you know, another thing, when you've been around as long as I have, you get offers to be a part of an agency, to be part of a Gen 2 or 3 or whatever. You get offers for that. You don't audition. People email me and we're like, we'd like to have you as part of our Gen 2 process. We can skip the audition part and just get straight to the interview. We'd like to hear from you. You know, like, at some point, you just don't audition anymore. I do think it's worth auditioning for a company that I genuinely want to be in, though. It's just not now. I don't feel like it. Not now. You know? Not now. Not for a while. I'm okay. I'm good. I don't think I'd like to be in one. You're getting offers till now? Not like within the past few months, but before that, yes. I got one this year. I can say I got one this year, which I turned down because I did not want to be part of it. Yeah, you do get your pickings. I did say no to pretty much all of them, though. I've turned down a lot of agency offers. I just like... I don't think I would want to give this up. I'm very in a... What's the word? I'm comfy here. I like being here. And, like, I got my paid leave, right? I got my sick leave. If I were in an agency, I don't know if I'm gonna get that sick leave. I'm famous? No. There's still a lot of people who don't know me. At least I think. I'm still very small. Not a lot of people know me. I'm still small. I'm not getting big. If anything, I shrunk. You know? I took 2 weeks off. People are forgetting me. Bring them back. You know, if you told a friend about me, you gotta bring them back and tell them that I'm alive. Okay? Tell them that I'm alive. I'm doing a good job. Thank you. No, but me, a takeover start. We're gonna have to start next year, Apex. You know why? Vexpo rejected me this year, so I'm gonna have to apply next year. Then we go to Europe. I'll go to Offkai next year again. Go to Europe. And then go virtually to Hong Kong. Oh, and you know what? Next year I have a big thing with Pandora. So I'm going to Japan next year. Which is crazy to even think about. I'm going to Japan! Guys, I'm going to Japan. I'm going to Japan. I'm going to Japan. That's crazy. Oh, good morning, hello. My friends know about you involuntarily. How so? Oh, thank you, Hiro. I'm glad you won't forget me. I've always thought, like, even if the time that I have with you is a very brief part of your life, like when you think about it, it's only been 4 years. It hasn't even been 5 yet, but when you think about how much time I have spent here in your life, however long you've watched me, it might not even be like it's like a small percentage of your life, right? But if I'm able to leave a lasting impression on you, my work here is done. Don't you think that's enough though? Like, I managed to give you a good time. You had laughs or you had nice yap sessions. You play game move. Watch me play game move. If I'm able to be in your life even for a little bit and you remember those times, I'm happy with that. Half the age of some anime. Oh god, no, don't say that. No, ain't no way there's still anime babies now. One day, oh my god. So, I've heard from a few friends that they grew up going to conventions. Like it's part of their childhood that they went to travel for a convention. One day, that's gonna be my kid. One day that will be my kid. Just you wait. One day, I'll bring my baby to Offkai. Somehow, someday, someway. And that baby's gonna be loved. Well, it's either that, or I leave the baby at home and I make future husband take care of baby. While I go to Offkai. I wonder how long Offkai is gonna last. Hopefully many years to come. I hope so. The first anime my child is gonna watch is gonna be Fairy Tail. I don't care what you say. It will either be Fairy Tail or Sword Art Online. Maybe Fairy Tail is more acceptable. Hi. No, that we're just hypothetically speaking in the future. Yeah. Did you can only go up from there? This is how the friendship is magic times. I do want my child to be able to speak Cantonese when they get older. There's just something about it. I don't know. Like, knowing as many languages as I do, I don't care if they don't speak Cantonese, really. And the only reason I pick Cantonese is so they can talk to my family, right? But most of my family here knows English anyway, so there's not really a big deal for them to not know Cantonese. But I think it's just like a culture thing, like a hereditary thing. I don't want them to think that they're not Chinese at all. Talking about love makes you feel a bit lonely. Hey, I'm right here. What do you mean lonely? I'm talking to you. You're not lonely if I'm here. There's some good anime choices. If you had to pick, if you ever had a future kid, hypothetically, right? Like if you had a kid, not saying that when, but if you had a kid, what anime would you introduce them to first? Really, like really, for real, for real. Think about it. What if your kid has a royal British accent? That depends on who I marry in the future. Are they British? Pokemon, gotta get them now. Naka 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 mori no naka. SpongeBob? Nah, that's a cartoon. Butchie? Oh, Totoro. Any Ghibli? Ghibli? All of the Ghiblis. Nichijo. You don't want to buy TCG cards? Wait. What if your future spouse was really into TCG cards? Then what? Oh, that's fair, Fick. That's fair. Yu-Gi-Oh! A Full Metal Alchemist might be a bit much for a baby. Jujutsu Kaisen! Dang. Then, okay, if everyone's monsters, what would you say? Umamushime! Pretty horse girls do be pretty addicting. When a tool to marry your spouse. Oh, man. Nah, you know what they have to do? Build their Genshin main to be hella fucking strong. And it has to heal more than my best healer. Then you reserve the right. It hits all the reserve. I know, right? Fairy Tail was my first anime. So, I would say Fairy Tail for me. Just as a sentimental thing. Or... Oh man, should I? It might be a bit much for a kid. Evangelion might be a bit much for a kid. So, maybe not that. Avatar! I actually really liked Avatar when I was a kid, but then I was told it was a boys' show, so I wasn't allowed to watch it. Why are you holy helling me? I said it was a bit much for a kid. That's why I said not for a baby, okay? Not for a baby. Maybe when they're like 12. Princess Mononoke's cute. I like that one. Might not have been a good thing. It's a tough one. I don't want it to be Demon Slayer. Everyone's gonna say Demon Slayer at some point. Modern anime choice would be Spy Family. I would love to introduce my kid to Spy Family, to be fair. I think they would like it. Future kid. Oh. I have a question. This whole kitty count, yes. I want to ask you. There was like the big three back in the day. You know, you got the One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, right? Big three. What's the big three now? What is it now? Because I know it's not those three. You go to convention as those characters. When I have a family, I'm gonna make my future husband dress up as Lloyd. I'm gonna dress up as Yoru, and my baby's gonna be dressed as Anya, and they can't do anything about it. That will be my birthday present for a year, and they're gonna have to deal with it. Is there no big three? Oh, Freerun. Yeah, Freerun's definitely one. I can say that for sure. That's true. Things do ebb and flow much more now. There's not like a anime that lasts 500 episodes right now. Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia. For shonen? For shonen. Yeah. That makes sense to me. I don't think it's the king of anime anymore. I think it's isekais. It's always isekais or some fantasy thing. You know? It's always some fantasy thing. Black Clover has a lot of episodes. True. That is probably one of the last big ongoing 300 episodes ones that I know of. Oh, Attack on Titan. Oh, they had 4 seasons, didn't they? I really wish Dr. Stone was bigger. I think it's so underrated. Isekai Exile at the Heroes Party is probably the trend now. It's either that or it's the I'm OP but I don't know that I'm OP. It has to be that. In another world. It's always the in another world. Oh, wait. Before I forget. Let's get Isekai'd to Canada. I set up the model that Likes gave me for my birthday. I set it up. Yeah, I finally got it. Guys, I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian now. What do you think? You like my Canadianness? It's Canadian me. This is truly I'm home vibes. The plaid goes... I can take off the plaid, I think. Was the button for that? There we go. Yeah, I can take off the plaid. Does it suit me? Thank you. No looking at the plaid. Stop. Look at how squishy the eyes are, though. I actually really like the eyes. They're very... chicken. Whose blood is that? Not mine. Not mine. I didn't do anything. I'm safe. Umu, be proud of the yandere blood. I've never really been the type to give yandere vibes, but I can leave it there for the aesthetic. You don't require the plaid. You don't. No one does. No one does. No plaid. No plaid. It's blood for anyone who calls me Mino. You know, I've gotten used to it now. At this point, like, I feel like I just have to get used to it. So many people call me it. I didn't know that Mia was that hard to pronounce, but hey, what can you do? The look. Okay, fine. You can see a little bit of the plaid. I'll let you see a bit of the plaid. Oh, it's so painful, guys. It's so painful. It's too painfully Canadian. Yes, true. My hair is actually very cute. This is the first time I've had short hair on a model before. I had a lot of fun playing with this earlier. I look like I'm about to plot something, like... Mino Mieko. Too painfully Canadian. I don't see the problem. It's not a problem. It's just painful wearing plaid. It's the plaid that's the problem. I can be Canadian just fine. I just wish it didn't involve plaid. That's a personal wish, though. Personal wish. You know, in my head, there's still so many things I want to yap about, but I've just lost it. I've lost it. It's so hot in this room, I feel lightheaded. I definitely need to upgrade my PC. It's been a while. Or, like, update it, I mean. The beaver! Oh my god, did you guys know? So, like, while I was on break, my dad, he took a picture of a deer, like a fawn, that was sitting outside in our front yard. He was just leaving to go get lunch and he found a fawn that was just lying in the sun in our front yard. And I was like, what the fuck? Let me see if I can find the picture. If I can find it, I think that'd be cute. Let me see if I can find it. Totomate kudashai. That's a bunny pic. That's a bunny pic. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. Give me a sec. Here. Here. Gray. Something full of sun or whatever. Right? Is that how it goes? I want to sneeze real bad. But it's not happening. And I don't know why. It went back. I'm trying to find the picture. I can't find it. Where is it? Jesus, my family sends a lot of pictures. So it's all like mixed together with stuff. I sent them pictures of Offkai as well, and it's like it's just in the wrong order and shit. Man, I wish I could find it. Where'd it go? Is that it? That's some dying flowers. Yeah, I don't know where it is. I can't find it. No, it was a really cute picture too. Damn. That sucks. That's unfortunate. I can't find it. Oh wait. Let me bring this one out. Hey! I'ma start crimes. I actually really like this one. I'ma commit crimes. Yeah. I like this one. It's fun. Big brain. This is like one of the few chibi models I have. The other one is the goober. I have gooba. A very wiggly hammer. Wiggly hammer. Yeah. Oh wait, actually, is this the one? I never use this one. I'm gonna use this one for a bit. You never see this one anymore, so I'm gonna bring it out. Big ol' eyes. Yeah, I like this one. It's my magical girl form. Magical girl. I like this model quite a bit. I wish I had more art of me in this, but I don't use this model often enough for people to even realize it exists. So, how many models do I have? Oh, just those. At least for this outfit. So I have this one. The other two I just show you. My original model, and then my second outfit model. Yeah, my second outfit model, which is this one. So how many is that? 5? I paid for this one, the previous one, my original one, and then the other 2, 3. The other 3 were gifts. 6 models. Yeah. Oh wow, this one really does track differently. Having so many different kinds of tracking is very weird because the way I puppet them changes. I think this model is like a bit more true to life. The way I move and stuff is more true to life. The first model I was using for most of the stream with the pigtails, that one is the one that I would say is the most streamer mode. Yeah, I streamer mode in that one quite a bit. The others are just cute. The other ones are cute. This one is most true to life though, I think. Thank you, Fred. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like all the models, really. I wouldn't get so many models if I didn't use all of them. That's what I always worry about is like, do I even use all the models that I have? And I don't want to like over consume, right? Like I don't want to buy so many models and not use them, right? It's a waste of money. I won't push myself, don't worry. I just miss yapping with everyone. It's been so long. I missed you guys. I wanted to know how life was. It's been hot. I'm tired. I have a stream tomorrow in the afternoon to play gachas, which I haven't really done in a while. What else? What else am I doing? It's probably not gonna last forever. I'm only gonna do a bit of a little thing, like a bit of some of the main story quests. Basically, is what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I miss talking with you too. Like, it's just been so difficult for me to really feel motivated to come to my PC and do anything. You know, like I don't sleep well. It's been tough, man. Have you been sleeping well? No. I itch a lot at night, so I end up like not falling. Like I'm in bed by like midnight, but I don't fall asleep until like 3 a.m. because I'm so itchy, and then I wake up at 6 because I'm itchy again, and then I try and sleep. But I'm itchy again, and then the cycle repeats. So I never have like a full night's rest. So I end up sleeping like it seems like I'm in bed for a very long time because I'm not getting enough rest all at once, right? I hope that makes sense. Like it looks like I'm sleeping 12 hours a day, but really it's just short bursts of sleep. Hopefully my skin won't be so bad that I can actually sleep properly. I mean, I think it's both, you know, to be honest. It's super hot right now. I sleep with the fan on. And I think my brain just knows it's itchy at a certain time at night. It sucks, man. Very funny because the Yap session? I'm glad it was. I missed yapping. I really did. Like, I have so many things to say, but at the same time, it's very difficult to get out. Like, I know for this week, I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of things to do with people this week. Like, on Saturday, I have a collab. On Sunday, I have another collab. Like, I'm just busy every single day up until the end of the week. I might take Monday off next week, honestly. I don't know yet. And I know, at the middle, I'm gonna, like... I think this is how it's gonna go. But in the middle of this month, around, like, a few days before and a few days after my friend's wedding. Her wedding is August 17th. So... a few days before that and a few days after that, I'm probably not going to be streaming. Just around that time, there seems to be a lot of shit happening. Like, for one, my friend is getting married. I'm going to be busy with that. But just a lot of other family stuff is happening at that time. And just a heads up, late September, early October, my family seems to be doing something. So I'm probably going to take off like a few days or a week for that one. If I can, I'll do like a little phone stream, maybe, for members, if you guys want. But yeah, that's just the future, as far as I know. And sometime in October, probably as like a Halloween thing, we are gonna do a repo competition thing. Yeah. I hope you guys look forward to that one. Because I've been planning it for a while. And I'm pretty excited. I know it's still very early on, but like I'm pretty excited for it. Okay. Anyway, it's 11:20. I went 20 minutes over the time I said I would, but I hope you guys had a fun time. It was a good yap. Like, I feel so out of practice with the yap. I don't know if that even makes sense. Can you even do that? Can you be out of practice with talking to people? That's such a weird thing to say. I feel like, especially with this being my job, is it not weird? Oh wait, I gotta... hold on, let me reply. This one's important. I should probably reply to this one. Did I write that correct? Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, my brain needs to warm up. I feel very out of it. I know Kawa messaged me about merch and stuff. If you guys want my merch, it's still on the Kawa store, by the way. The buttons that I don't even have. It's in the store. I definitely need to buy my own buttons. I didn't take any home from Offkai because they sold out. All of my merch at Offkai sold out, so I need to get I need to get some more. I will say though, any of the current merch that's on sale, that's not the buttons. Um, Once they sell out, they sell out. I'm gonna ask Kawa to come out with some new merch instead because I definitely want something else. Like I don't want to restock. I want new shit. I was thinking of maybe like the keycap set. Kawa introduced me to a brand or a company that does keyboard stuff, like keycap stuff. And they sell the board too, not just the keycaps, by the way, like the actual board itself. You don't have to buy keycaps alone, just like the entire board. So I might do something with them. But while I was at Offkai, we started planning for a winter merch drop, so you have time to save money until then. Yeah. One of the things that I asked for was a gold card. It's like a gold medal card for all you TCG lovers. But also it's easy to like just put in your phone case and you can just see it all the time. You know? Yeah. I am spreading the Keeb addiction. I'm just too broke to buy another one right now. I'm spending money only on necessary things like an outfit to wear to this fucking wedding. Because I have 2 weddings to go to this year. There's one mid-August that's coming up, and then another one that's mid-October. So, I have multiple weddings to attend this year, and I'd like to only have to buy one outfit that is able to fit both of those weddings' themes, because they're both different. So yeah. Your interests have been piqued. Good. I definitely want to have a gold card. I was actually thinking more of like a grungy aesthetic. If I wouldn't say grungy, maybe think like gamer subs t-shirts. You know, where it's like dark but also has quite a bit of color and it still works somehow. One of those kind of shirts. More subtle though. If you've seen Mume's shirts, like they kind of like that. Very subtly VTuber fan, but not like out there, but still VTuber fan-ish. I was thinking something more like that. Yeah. You might be interested in cards. Yeah, I want the gold card. I really want the gold card. It's I was talking to Moo about it, and I know a lot of people in my community like TCG things. So I want to make sure I have something for you. And Moo was telling me, the CEO of Kawa, she was telling me how the gold card is like a placement thing. Like you use those as placement stuff or whatever. I don't really know how they work. I don't play TCGs, but I know a lot of people who do. So yeah. Also, Salty, thank you for joining the membership and thank you for the dono. Oh my god. Thank you! You gave me so much money at once. What the heck? Why? Why would you do that? Thank you though. I hope you enjoy the Discord. There's a lot of stuff in the Discord. I've been trying to yap more in the Discord, especially now that my health is just a bit better. I would like to yap more in the Discord. I will not guarantee that I can yap all the time, but I wanna do better at it. Oh, speaking of cards, I have V cards. Sorry, I have to turn around so my model's not gonna track me. But I have some V card sleeves. I have a Shy Lily V card box and 2 Rising Star boxes to open. I don't know how to open cards without people yelling at me for it. So we're gonna have to do a stream on that at some point. I don't know when. But I have a lot of packs to open. And we're gonna have to do that some way, somehow, someday. Just so you know. Okay, anyway. I think that's enough yapping for today. I have an earlier stream tomorrow. It's at 1 o'clock EST time. You can just check the next stream I have. That's when it is. And I want to be ready for that. So, I'm gonna send you to someone. Whoever's live right now. Guys, who's live right now? Oops. To red. Oh, I think I found someone, guys. I think I found someone. I haven't raided her in a minute. Is she still alive? I don't want to say their names unless I'm absolutely sure that I can raid them. I've made that mistake. I've made the mistake and I don't want to make it again. Are you live? I don't think she live anymore. No, please be live. Please be live. Okay, yes. Okay, she's live. Thank fucking God. So, Mamie is playing with some cards. Because we talked about cards. I figured I should send you to a person who has cards. Mamie is literally doing a hand cam with cards right now. Sure, I'm gonna send you to Mamie. Didn't hear your voice again. Thank you! I'm glad you like it. I am still learning. Thank you. I will try my best to open them and not trigger anybody. I might have to borrow a camera again. If not, I'll just use my normal webcam. The fancy camera I used for the off-Kai stream, I don't know if I can borrow it again, but I'll try. If not, I'll just use my normal webcam. Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow I have the gacha stream. I'm gonna do story quest for both Genshin and Zenless, because I know there are story quest things and I haven't done anything in both of those games in a while besides my dailies. So let's see what happens. It might not be as long as you're expecting it to be, but I am going to speedrun as much as possible. And there's probably a lot of trailers I need to watch too, so half the stream is gonna be just watching videos. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Thank you for coming today, though. I know it's been a lot. It's been a while since I've streamed. And I'm thankful that you guys are still here, even if I haven't been around for so long. Like, I'm grateful that you guys are still around. I'm sorry if I had, like, depresso news. Like, I know the V-Shoujo stuff was super depressing. I still feel bad that I'm not, like... I wasn't able to be around for you during that time. Because of my health and shit. It's hard to be happy. I said this before, but it's hard to be happy and like pretend everything's okay or just entertain people as a VTuber while I'm personally going through something pretty, pretty shitty. So during that time, I know I couldn't really be around and I felt pretty bad about it. So, I'll try and make up for that. But thank you for being here. Thank you for all the donos and the memberships today. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry if it was kind of heavy. I didn't mean to make this a heavy stream or anything. Like, I just wanted to yap to you guys. It's been so long. I wanted to hear how you were doing, how life was. Now I know some of you bought cars while I was gone, which is kind of crazy. Like, damn, you bought a car while I was gone? Mia Itasha one day? For real? Who would buy it though? Are Itashas meant to be bought or do they just exist? I don't actually know how they work. I don't know what the Itasha life is like. We'll see. I do want to see myself on a car. I want to see myself on a car one day. That'd be great. I wonder what the art size has to be. That's what I'm going to show off, really? Well, I would like to be shown off. I would like my face to be on a car. Mitsubishi. I think that'd be a pretty good car to start with. It costs money to remove it too. Oh, damn. Wow. I didn't know that. I'd like to be either on a motorcycle or a car. Or a scooter. Or a van. I'd be cool to be on any vehicle. This place is steady on car. Can I be in the car? Can I sit inside the car? We go wherever the app takes us. You know me. I'll always be here to yap. If I'm not feeling like shit, that is. I do have my low moments. I'm such an ambivert, you know? I'm too ambiverted. Okay, I'm gonna go send you to Mamie before she ends stream, because I don't know when she's ending. So, I will go now. Make sure you do me a raid when you go see Mamie. I am probably just gonna do my dailies and go to bed right after I finish stream, so yeah, I don't think I can sit at my PC much longer. I need to go moisturize, otherwise my skin is gonna crack and we don't want that. So yeah. Me a passenger steady. I'm a passenger princess through and through. Don't put me in the driver's seat, please and thank you. I don't want to be in the driver's seat. Too much pressure. There's too much pressure, man. Okay. I'm gonna go. Thank you for coming today. Thank you. I had such a good time. Oh, I miss streaming. I know I say that every time I come back from a break, but I really do miss it every time. Every fucking time. Alright, I'm going now. 今日来てくれてありがとう。もう見えないね。また明日。See you guys tomorrow. Tanya again. Hachi joy again. Bye bye. もう見えないね。バイバイカニ。Bye. Bye bye. I'll see you tomorrow. And for the rest of the week, guys, my streams are gonna be in the morning. Or at least early. So tomorrow's stream, 1 p.m. EST. On Saturday and Sunday, both streams start at 11 a.m. I just want you guys to be aware. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Bye! 今日来てくれてありがとう。見えないね。バイバイ。